This is the journey from scratch to success.
Hello everyone, welcome to From Scratch to Success, where we interview the most successful entrepreneurs about their journey. My name is Jayma, and I've got a very special guest here with me today, Michelle Rouady. She is an Australian actress and writer based in Sydney. After a long corporate career, she transcended into creative arts to focus on storytelling through film and music. Michelle is most widely recognized for her work on My Inner Child, her feature film, which she wrote, produced, and starred in, as well as serving as a co-lyricist for a 23-song collaboration with several Australian artists. And whenever you see Michelle, she always have a beautiful smile on her face.
Thank you.
Welcome, Michelle. How are you?
Likewise, so do you. I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Good, thank you. So let's begin.
Okay.
Tell me the origin story. Tell me everything.
Okay, so I grew up out west. I went to school at Doonside High, so a little bit rough and, a lot of things learnt, but I made some amazing friends and met my husband when we worked at Parramatta together. Then we moved to Oatley later on down the track, so that's near the Georges River area. And my daughter started doing extra work. And at the time, the agent said, why don't you jump on and do some extra work with her? So I was like, okay, and I really liked and enjoyed it. And then from there, you just network, you meet people, and it builds up and it builds up and it's building up. And a few speaking roles and then helping write. And one of the directors said, you should write your own story. And so I wrote my own story, Bonded by Blue, which was a short film back just as COVID hit, actually. So it was around 2019-20. And then we won some awards on the film circuit for that.
Wow.
And then when COVID well and truly hit, I started writing songs. And then that turned into a screenplay for My Inner Child. And then here we are.
Wow, that's very inspiring.
Yeah.
Now, have you always known, acting and storytelling is something that you want to do since you were a child, or did that come about
it came
later?
I think I just didn't have the opportunity. I was bringing up my 3 daughters.
Yeah.
We were busy building a business with my husband, that kind of thing. I did drama at school. Absolutely loved it. Loved storytelling. Loved drama. Loved film. But I never thought that I actually would be in it. So, or writing about it. And then, it was meant to be. So here we are.
Wow. Yeah. Now, your journey is quite inspiring because I know that you invested your own money into this film.
Yeah, my entire savings.
Yeah, can I ask how much you actually invest into that?
Yeah, 120,000. Yeah.
Wow. So what inspired you to do that?
I feel like it was more a kick. It was like, if you don't do it, nobody's going to do it for you. If doors would shut, then you've got to open your own. I tried to get funding. I wasn't able to get funding. I thought I had a really good story that would resonate with people. I wrote the songs first and had some amazing collaborations with some artists that are so talented. And wasn't just for me, it was for everybody that put their time and effort into the music, into the film, that I really wanted to get this done and, make something without, borders from somebody saying, no, you can't do that, or shutting a door. Or so you just have to make your own luck and work really hard to get what you want.
Because I think a lot of people is going to tell you, no, you can't do it. But at the end of the day, if you truly want something, it's so important to just go for it, right?
Absolutely.
I want to ask you, was there any early challenges that you faced and how did you overcome that?
Yeah, well, we all get imposter syndrome. So I was like, I've come from corporate, which was good because as a producer for my own film, the organizational skills and the administration, oh my gosh, there's so much administration when you're a producer, chasing up things, dealing with people. So that all worked when I transitioned from corporate to producing. So that all came in the same realm. But the challenges were just not being able to get the funding, feeling like all the doors were closing, and then chatting with my husband and saying, you know what, I'm just going to do this myself. It's a story about my life.
Yeah.
You know, it involves a lot of people that have put in a lot of effort to help me bring it to fruition, and I just was so determined to get it done and over the line. Yeah.
Wow. So, you know, instead of taking that no and just don't do it, you decided to just go for it with
Get
your
on
own
with
funding.
it. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
That's amazing. And obviously you've got a very supportive family that's, you know, be behind you
Yeah.
and all of this, right? What would you say, like a crucial turning point throughout your journey?
I think this is controversial. I'm going back to, I had the COVID jab and I actually had a very bad reaction to it. And
Okay.
I was sick for a while. And as I was laying in bed recovering and, you know, I had headaches and tinnitus and a few other things that happened to me, I started to find the motivation to write. And so that was my turning point where I started to develop the songs and write the screenplay. And yeah, also further on down the track, I don't like to be told no.
Yes, of course.
So you create your own destiny, I guess. You put matters into your own hands, and they were the two big turning points. So
Wow.
yeah.
I think it's like in those negative times, you turn into the negative into the positive,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
So, Michelle, what would be your first sort of success milestone and how did you feel?
I think it was when I produced and wrote Bonded by Blue. It was just a small, short little drama. And we started to win some awards on the film circuit to be recognised and say, okay, I can do this. So,
Yeah.
so then that, you know, gave me the motivation to then move on to the next thing. So
Yeah, amazing. It's always good when you write a film and it get recognized for it.
absolutely.
Yeah, and what strategies would you say you use on your personal growth, but also, you know, throughout the industry?
I think that you just have to keep resilient, keep going. Of course, there's days where you're not going to be doing your best, and you just listen to your body and your rest because you can't just go all the time. It's not feasible. So my strategies are listen to my body, listen to my head, like make space for creative time because when there's so
Yeah.
much noise in your head all the time and you're busy, those ideas don't tend to flow. And I would get woken up at 2:00 in the morning with ideas. So I
Yeah.
think that was the world's way of saying, this is the idea, this is the time you're quiet. So that was my strategy. I'd just write early in the morning and whenever there was quiet time. So you make time, but also make time for rest. It's really important.
Yeah. Now, I want to dive a little bit deeper into that. Was there a particular time that you can remember where you feel like you just, what am I doing?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it was December. We were filming for nearly 2 weeks straight, and there were a few creative differences on set. And you know, you just think, what am I doing all of this for? I could have gone out and bought a holiday or be laying on an island with this money. Like,
True.
what am I doing? I could have paid off my mortgage or you
Yeah.
know, put money into my mortgage. So you do question it, but there's something greater than yourself, I believe, that's leading you and guiding you.
Yeah.
And I just have this, I don't know, adrenaline to get it done and to like share this with people. So and so many people that I've spoken to it about in the premise have resonated with it. So if my purpose for this is just to help one other person or to mentor somebody else and then they get their story told, then I feel like I've done my job and my duty.
That's truly beautiful because, you know, I feel like at the end of the day, we are all here for a very temporary time, you know, and for us to serve others and just to
Exactly.
help, you know, share that love.
Absolutely.
It's truly amazing.
Yeah.
Michelle, was there any lessons that you learned the hard way?
Lots of lessons. A big one would be to all my film and creative friends, don't let people film in your house, especially when you've just renovated it.
Okay.
So probably try and find someone that's willing to let you film in their house. Don't film in
Yes.
your own.
Yes.
And not a newly renovated house because you'll just have your heart in your mouth the whole time.
Yeah. You'll be like watching the entire time. Wait.
Exactly. And not to take anything personally, just to be like, be strong about what you want to do and follow through with it. And at the end of the day, not everyone's going to love what you do. Not everyone's going to agree with what you do, but it's
Yeah.
your story and everyone else is invited.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's your story, but everyone else is invited.
Yeah.
I love that. It's so beautiful, right? Because
Yeah.
at the end of the day, stories are to be shared.
And they're personal.
Yeah.
So not everybody may agree with what I'm talking about or, you know, but most people have resonated in some way. But I'm not doing it for that. But it is nice to know that I am capturing you know, something from somebody else that may be going through the same situation, or that may encourage them to then go and write their own story. So I feel like in some ways I'm a vessel.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
truly beautiful. I think stories and music, they truly connect people
yeah.
together, like emotionally, you know. So no matter where we are from, like
Yeah.
our backgrounds, you know, all of that, it just, we feel the same.
Of course, we all have our favorite breakup song and our
Yeah.
favorite and our favorite like happy song that we put on if we want to dance in the lounge room while no one's watching.
That's right, yeah.
So music's the best. Like I love it. If I could write forever, like I'd happily write music all the time. I love it.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
Yeah.
So this is a big one. What keeps you going?
You almost have to kick your own bottom.
I love that.
Like this morning, here's an example. This
Yes,
morning,
yes.
I wasn't really feeling motivated. And then I saw your interview with Prema yesterday, your
Yes,
like
yeah,
pictures, and I was like, yes, like, you know, just little things like that. So you follow other creatives and you get inspired by other people. And sure, you need to rest and you need to listen to your body, but just, keep motivated. Keep motivated.
Yeah, because I think sometimes we just need to keep going, you know?
And it's a lot of self-talk. So
Oh,
it's
that's
a mental
what I was
game.
gonna say,
It's
yeah.
a mental game. Like,
Yeah.
you know, you've got an angel and a devil on one shoulder.
For
and
sure.
I believe, you know, that the devil wants you just to collapse and fall apart. The angel, you know, uplift. There are days you need to spend the day in bed, and there are days you don't want to speak to anyone, and I shrink away sometimes and
Yes.
just, you know, rebalance and recharge. But, just keep going and keep that adrenaline and, push through.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
You know, I was saying to Prima yesterday, actually, it's about like finding your identity in Christ.
I agree.
You know, instead
do.
of, you know, all that noises around our head, it's just like put that faith in Him,
Yeah.
but also knowing who we are as
Exactly.
God's children.
You have to ignore the white noise and just have faith in your own abilities and the vessel that you are to share your abilities and your stories.
Yeah.
To help other people do the same.
For sure, yeah. Michelle, what habits or routine do you have that drives your success?
I actually started working out with weights.
Okay.
So up in the morning and just on YouTube. I used to go to the gym, but I don't really have time, and I like that I can just jump down and look whatever. It doesn't matter. I can, you know, walk down from my kitchen and jump in. 20 to 30 minutes, I just do a YouTube video, weights. And I believe that you know, strong mind, strong body, strong soul, like all of that is aligned.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, of course. Always workout is always good for that.
It's really good, and I find it clears my head and gives me the space to be creative. So, yeah.
Lovely. Now, how do you deal with fear, burnout, or criticism?
Yeah. Burnout is a big one, and we really need to listen to our bodies.
Yeah.
You need to take the time to go on a nature walk or catch up with a trusted friend or talk about it so that it doesn't make you spiral, because it's really important to catch that before it gets dark. So I either go for a walk in nature, take a bit of time away from social media, chat with a trusted friend about what's going on in your life. So that's for burnout. Fear, it's all in the mind. I actually posted something about this. The first thing that you'll find when you start to get successful is fear will be there standing there. You just nod and keep walking.
Yes.
So you just need to walk through it. Walk through it and trust in yourself and your abilities. Yeah.
Wow,
Give yourself credit. You've gotten this far. And
That's
there's
right.
a reason.
Yeah.
So keep going. There is a point sometimes where you stop and you think, oh, I can't keep doing this, but just, you know you can. Because it's like when they say that the flowers are about to bloom, but you stop before they bloom. And, you know, you could be just around the corner from that next thing. So you just don't know what's around the corner. And you don't want to stop just before that could possibly be the one.
Yeah, I love that about the flower
Yes.
blooming, you know. Was there a particular time throughout your journey you felt that way?
Oh, all the time. I mean, even now, like we're at the tail end of my inner child filming.
Yes.
And there's times when I just don't have the motivation to, you know, organise the next scene so that we can finish the film. But you just have to keep pushing and, you know, get it done, because what an achievement to be able to say you've made a feature film or whatever your achievement is, you know, like to be able to say and leave a legacy. Look what I did to my kids, and give them that work ethic and that pride as well.
Yeah, that's truly amazing to leave that legacy, right? Yeah,
Absolutely.
So, Michelle, what does success mean to you?
Lately, it's meant connection. It's
Okay.
meant networking with other people and being inspired by them as well. So for instance, you were at the Sunday Strums scene with us, and it was just looking around the room and seeing everybody connecting and networking, and now they've gone on to work on other things that other people are doing and having interviews with other people. So I love that aspect. I love the thought that I could have possibly introduced somebody to somebody that then go on to do something else. So that inspires me to keep going, and that's really success to me. To keep the chain going.
Yeah, that's right. To share with others what you have.
Yeah, and to mentor. Like, I love the idea of if somebody is young coming into the industry, to be able to give them a bit of advice of what to expect and what not to tolerate, that kind of thing. So,
Okay, so going on from that, what would you tell them?
Depending on what they asked, but just to have boundaries, and if something doesn't feel right, it probably isn't. Trust your gut. And then at the same time, have fun. We take ourselves so seriously. Like, we're all so serious, and we wear a mask.
Yeah.
And we're a different person in public to who we are in private. Just be yourself. Be yourself.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
Love that. I think own ourselves, right? Because
Yes.
it's only one you, it's only one me.
Authenticity, as they say.
For sure.
Yeah.
Now, the next round, it's a quick and engaging round.
Okay.
Short answers. Are we ready?
Are we ready? Yes, we are. Let's
Let's
do this.
go. All right. So, a business book or a podcast that changed your thinking?
I literally just started listening to a podcast yesterday, and it's called That Day.
Okay.
And it's about two women who came to a pinnacle in their lives and changed their trajectory. So it's very inspiring. I suggest that you have a listen. It's called That Day. So that, and also Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert, is a book about creating and the doors that are open and the doors that, different things. So I definitely would recommend the book Big Magic as well. So
amazing. Yeah.
and then just being around other creatives, being on set, networking, that's inspiring.
Yeah. I'm going to check those things out for sure. Oh, the best advice you've ever received?
It's very simple. And Jay Sini, who you met on that day at that set, his advice was back yourself.
Oh.
And it's so simple. Like, just back yourself, Michelle. And it's simple. Like, believe in yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, what's one thing you wish you've done differently?
I would have loved to have learnt more languages.
Okay.
Yeah, I speak a tiny bit of Arabic. Shway Arabic.
Okay.
But my husband's Lebanese.
Oh, really?
Yes,
I
he
didn't
is.
know.
Yeah, my husband's Lebanese. But I would love to learn to speak Mandarin, and never say never. I just feel like my brain's not the sponge it was when I was maybe 20.
Okay, yes.
More languages. I would love to learn more.
Yeah. Funny you said Lebanese because obviously we are at Ozark Media.
Yeah.
Now I can say mahaba.
Yeah.
Now Mandarin I can also teach you. I'm Taiwanese, so I speak Mandarin. So you can say ni hao.
Ni hao.
Yeah, say it again.
Ni hao.
Ni hao. Yeah, that's hello. So there you go.
I know.
Let's start the journey.
I've learned a couple of things. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. If you were to lose everything tomorrow, what's one thing you would do? Your first step.
I'd get a job anywhere to try and make back a bit of money, and then I'd write a film about it.
I love that.
Or a book. Something creative. Make something bad turn into something good that can inspire other people. So I lost this, but this is how I came back.
That's amazing. Yeah. So Michelle, what's next for you?
What's next? We're still right at the end of filming, so it will be the sound, the color grade, all of the exciting editing stuff, and then I will see what happens from there. I would love to get the film into film festivals or possibly streamed. So that's the next step for the film.
Yeah, and I think for the viewers that's been listening, do you want to tell us a little bit more about this film?
Sure. So My Inner Child is basically it's getting to a point in your life and you're wondering, where did the time go? Who have I become? And starting to look within. And the integral part of this film that makes it a tad different is that the inner child is the person that is guiding and rousing on the people that are not doing it the right way, so they think. So it's, different crossroads, different characters, situations. A big one is a musician who's now a courier and he's not fulfilled and all he wants to do is play and create. So, and then there's me stuck on the corporate world, which a lot of the film is taken from my real life. So 80% of it is actually things that have happened to me or I've inspired from things that have happened to me or seen from other people. So,
yeah, I love that. Yeah, definitely can't wait to see it.
Oh, thank you so much.
When it comes
yeah,
out.
me too.
Yeah. So, future goals, and dreams and projects that you may be working on as well.
For me, I love writing songs. So
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I've written a few more since, because I wrote 23 songs for the soundtrack along with some amazing collaborators.
Yes.
That helped me. Lawrence Oler was one of the main ones.
Mm-hmm.
Curtis Finch is another that comes to mind. Yeah, amazing, helping me to, set the song out correctly and composing the music and that kind of thing. And Jono Fernandez, my producer.
Yeah.
So I would love to work with them again and collaborate on more. And then possibly, write music for film. That kind of thing would be amazing.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, that would be amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
Very interesting.
So collaborate, write the lyrics
yeah.
for somebody, that
wow,
kind of thing.
I love that.
But at the moment, my head is full with my inner child, and that's
Oh.
going to be another year or two
Yes,
of
of course.
just marketing and editing and, getting that ready for everybody.
yeah, I'm excited
Oh,
for you.
thank you. Thank you so much.
No,
It's been a while. It's
yeah.
been a long, 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 long journey, but yeah, we're getting there.
Yeah, good. So, Michelle, this question for advice for listeners that maybe they have a dream. Maybe it doesn't have to be in this particular field, just anything that they want to do. What advice would you give them?
Write it down. Write down what you want and then take the baby steps to start making that come to fruition. So for me, it was I wanted to write a song. So I started writing a song and then I found somebody that's experienced in that area that could mentor me and help me to how to, put it properly. I didn't know what a bridge was and how to set out the verses and how to set out choruses and meet with the right people and align with people that perhaps can help you fulfill that. Yeah.
I love that.
And then later on, I think the best way to give back is become a mentor to the people that need it. So it's like you're the vessel then. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so important to share that wisdom and, the knowledge. Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right, so how does listeners get in contact with you?
Just on my Instagram, MCR Creates, or through Spotify, again, MCR Creates.
Okay,
Yeah.
wonderful. Well, I just want to say thank you so much,
Thank you so
Michelle,
much.
For being on the show today. You've been so inspiring.
And you're inspiring, and thank you for giving us a platform to share our stories and our voices. I appreciate it.
You're so welcome. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode of From Scratch to Success. Michelle is truly inspiring, and I can't wait to see you all next time. God bless you and take care.